What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Fit Couch. Really excited for our guest today. We're going to get off the course a little bit from the constant fitness content, and we're going to talk business. We're going to talk sobriety, and we're going to sprinkle some fitness in there too, because I got to find a way to wedge that in there. So, anyway, our guest today is Krista Martinez. Wave. Hi. This is the owner of Always Improving clothing apparel. Beautiful shirt, by the way. I like that. I don't think I've seen that one yet.
This is our punk design.
Punk design.
Yeah.
Nice. So with your clothing brand, for anyone who hasn't seen it or heard of it, you guys are missing out. We'll drop some cool pictures of the merch here at the end. But can you share with us a little bit, like where did this start? How did you get on this path for?
Yeah, so actually Derek, my partner, he had this vision that he wanted to start a clothing company that encompassed the idea that you are always improving no matter what, because everybody has good days, bad days. They have to find that motivation to persevere despite going through depression or struggles. And so he wanted to create this clothing line called Always Improving that focused around fitness, around sobriety, like God and country, just always improving, always moving forward. So he had this dream and he shared it with me, and I was like, oh my God, I want to get in on that. And so I came in and I started doing the women's line, and it kind of ventured over into, I'm going to do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and it's just taken off. And I'm so excited. I love it. It's
Awesome.
My little passion.
So when did you guys, I think I'm reading, it says established 2022.
Yes.
So you've been around for a few years now,
Yes.
right?
So we started by going to events. We did, I think our first event that we ever did was a Battle of the Badges. And we met up with Bob Richards, who does Ride the Line and puts on motorcycle events. And we went to that and we got this huge support from the motorcycle community. And so we've done a lot of events within the motorcycle community. And we actually started sponsoring Dalton Workman, who's a Harley stunt rider. And we've just gone from there to sober events, the recovery market. We are there a lot, and we've just started branching out, and it's been every time we go and we are doing an event, we get love and support from people who want to come and share their stories with us, whether they're recovering from brain cancer or any type of cancer or anything that they've gone through. And so the feeling is just overwhelming, and the love and support, it's amazing.
That's good. And I mean, always improving is just such a great tagline for anything in life, right? It is all encompassing.
Yeah.
But I think I first met you guys at an event. I think it was a 4th of July thing in Colfax, perhaps. And usually I just kind of walk by those booths and I'm like, yeah, okay, another vendor. But when I asked what Always Improving was about, it was like, oh, fitness and sobriety. And I said, well, wow, those are the two biggest things in my life. Let's get in on this,
Right.
I like the idea of always improving, and I like the skulls. So you got a lot of cool skull shirts. I had one on earlier. Actually, I think I have one on right now. This is the first shirt I ever got from you.
Yes.
Boom.
AI skull.
Look at that.
Yep. I remember when you tagged us in that post.
Yeah. That's funny. I just didn't even mean to have this on today. It just worked out that way. But yeah, I love the clothes. They look great. And as far as sobriety goes, I think the cool thing is when I was younger, it was all about clubs, partying, drugs, drinking. And I look at the youth now and the kids now, and a lot less kids are like, if you listen to the news, everyone's dying of fentanyl, right? And it is a problem. But it seems the new club is the gym. Right. Like more kids are in the gym, more kids are into fitness, less kids are drinking and doing drugs like they were. At least it's how it seems. I think there's probably science to back that up, but don't ask me to cite any sources. This is just my anecdotal experience, but which is great because now we have clothing, or you have clothing that really pairs alongside people's journey in life, which is awesome. So when he came up with this idea, Uh, how did this business progress?
So,
Like, because you probably came out with a couple designs, right? And then
yes.
it grew. To you walk us through your growth?
So it started originally as Derek, his buddy Vic, and myself, and we were doing designs. Vic was doing more of the men designs. He did that skull, which is like our number one guy seller, and he did some other designs. And then I kind of stepped in because I was like, I think we need a little feminine touch here.
Mm-hmm.
And I really wanted to take off in the sobriety thing because I was getting into recovery. I know that my date is 2023, but it was kind of like that little nudge and that little push to really get me on track, right? Because I wanted to practice what I preach. And so it started with the evolution of just like skull designs, just not really anything other than we think they look cool. They kind of had this badass look to them, and I kind of wanted to put more meaning and more emphasis into it. So we kind of grew into a recovery place, and then we dropped the gym monkey, and that's like our big fitness one because I don't know, it resonates when you're in the gym and you're lifting. You want to feel like that.
Fucking gorilla.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you want
hell
to
yeah.
feel that strength pulse like running through your veins. And so I think people really like that whole gym monkey vibe. And it just kind of slowly grew from there. I've reached out to a lot of influencers. We had Benjamin Lerner, who's a recovery rap artist out in Vermont, and we sent him some shirts, and he rocked them in some of his reels, and it was just amazing. We have sent stuff to other people who we just think vibe with our message and really have this like social media presence, and the like me messaging them and saying this is what I have, this is what I'm trying to do, and having them say, oh my god, I want to be a part of that, yeah, send me some stuff. It's just, it just reminds you that what we're doing is good and that people want that motivation, like they want that always improving, they like that positivity, and the world needs more of that right now,
Yes,
for sure.
absolutely, absolutely. And the thing with the skulls is kind of already my thing.
Right.
Like I like the whole skull thing. I always been uh, pretty dark. Like I love horror movies. I love death and destruction in movies, um, and scenery and art. That's kind of my vibe.